If you're a mom navigating life after a year or two after your divorce, let's skip the polite small talk and just be incredibly honest with each other. On paper, you're doing fine. Your asset split cleared, you have a $1 million settlement sitting in your bank, and to your friends and family, you look completely secure. But at 2 o'clock in the morning, when the house is quiet and the kids are asleep, that seven-figure number on your screen doesn't bring you peace of mind. It gives you a panic attack. Because right now, the underlying anxiety of how is this actually going to work is starting to feel entirely unbearable. You find yourself in your 40s or 50s carrying the weight of three different generations now completely on your shoulders. You look at your oldest, who may be a sophomore in high school, and instead of just enjoying these final years before they leave the nest, you are doing the agonizing mental math of college tuition. You look at your middle schooler, knowing you have years of travel soccer or other competitive activities and the teenage expenses ahead. And you quietly stress over whether you can actually afford to keep this post divorce house stable. And on top of it all, you notice your parents are slowing down and you can't stop worrying how you're going to manage their care on your own. You survived the divorce, but now you're realizing the real battle is just starting. Before we look at the math to fix this, if you want a clear roadmap to navigate this next chapter with total confidence, hit the subscribe button below this video. I put out new content every single week explicitly to help you protect and secure your financial future post divorce. The anxiety you are feeling right now isn't because you lack money, it's because you lack structure. If you go talk to a traditional financial advisor, they're going to treat you like a standard math equation. They'll put you through a boring slide deck talking about market volatility, index fund diversification, and show you some long term charts trying to make you comfortable at 65. Your life right now isn't a spreadsheet. It's a high stakes balancing act of competing life stages. Every single time you write a check for a home repair, pay sports fees, or look at a university brochure, you feel a sharp spike of anxiety because in the back of your mind, you're asking the question nobody will answer for you. If I keep the house for the kids, or if I fund this private college, am I completely destroying my own financial independence 20 years down the road? I know you might carry a lingering sense of guilt or regret for not paying closer attention to the family finances during your marriage. You're highly competent in your career or in the most important job of all, being a mom. But you are overwhelmed by your finances. You're terrified that one wrong choice with this settlement means your financial independence is at risk. When your assets are lumped together in one big pool, every single short term family expense feels like a threat to your future safety. To break that paralysis, we have to look past today and predict exactly what will happen in 3 years if nothing changes. In my practice at Breakout Private Wealth, we do things differently. We filter your settlement capital through a diagnostic process called the C.A.L.M scorecard. It measures the four critical pillars that determine whether a recently divorced woman thrives or slowly slips into a cash crisis. C stands for cash clarity, knowing exactly where your new single what your single new single identity costs each month and calculating precisely how long your money will last so you can stop guessing. A stands for asset security, making sure your settlement assets were actually reviewed through a deep financial and tax lens, not just a legal one, so you aren't stuck holding pre tax positions that are secretly worth far less than you think. L stands for longevity, running the post divorce math to guarantee your core wealth outlives you, specifically factoring in the retirement gaps left by career interruptions when your kids were little and for when the spousal support stops or is interrupted. M stands for mistake prevention, ensuring you have a dedicated professional in place to block the slow, quiet drip of hidden fees, underpaid taxes, and uncoordinated settlement moves. When you isolate your $1 million into these silos, the anxiety clears instantly. The low grade panic stops and the guilt disappears. Imagine waking up 3 years from now with absolute mathematical certainty that your house is secure, your children's educational milestones are fully funded, and your personal financial independence core is totally untouched, growing quietly in the background. You get to stop playing defense. You get your confidence back because you are finally making informed decisions from a position of true control. Of course, you can keep trying to figure this out on your own, letting the 2 a.m. anxiety keep you awake, worrying that you're just one bad choice away from compromising everything you fought for. Or you can put the C.A.L.M plan in place. Mapping out a post divorce transition at this level demands we run a high touch practice. Therefore, I only open up our diagnostic tool to a small number of women each month. Right now, you can take the C.A.L.M scorecard for free. It takes exactly 2 minutes to complete. It doesn't ask for private statements, account numbers, or logins. It simply asks 5 targeted questions to measure your exact situation across the C.A.L.M pillars. The moment you finish, it will generate an instant score from 10 to 50, revealing exactly where your post divorce finances are solid and exactly where the landmines are hiding that threaten your family over the next 3 years. I'm capping the free diagnostic runs to the next 100 women who click the link today. Click the direct link in the description or the pinned comment right below this video. Take 2 minutes, take a deep breath, and let's see where you truly stand. You've carried the weight completely alone for long enough. Let's build a plan that carries it for you. Click the link below, and I'll see you on the results page.